OK. Would everyone like to just face this way? Before we look at what Shakespeare did with this soliloquy and the way that the sense he made of it, I know you've all made your sense of it, and it's worked. Anything any group noticed when you were working it out?
He seems quite horrible when he uses the word poison. It's quite an evil word, and like he's willing to go that far to completely ruin his life to get what he wants.
Yes, it's an image, isn't it?
It's like lies, deceit.
Excellent. What about this group here? Anything you noticed before we look at what Shakespeare did?
He seems, at the end, he says, "I did say so," which kind of gives you the impression that he will be proven right, because I guess he kind of wants to make it clear that he does know what's right and what he wants will happen, because I guess it didn't happen earlier on in the play the way he wanted it to.
Ah, it's quite chilling, isn't it? Those last tiny words, "I did say so." And very often in Shakespeare's speeches, it's not the big words, it's the tiny words, which are important. OK, let's see how Shakespeare did it and if there's anything else we notice. OK, have a look at that. "I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it." You can reorganise yours if you want to. "Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmations strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something." Now, at that point, that's a little stage direction, isn't it, to the actor? What do you think the actor would do when he reads that line? This may do something. He's found the handkerchief. So maybe at that point, he's holding it. This may do something. He's working it out. "The more already changes with my poisons, dangerous conceits are in their nature's poisons, which at first are scarce found to distaste." At first, these lies didn't affect Othello. But, it's a little word, with a little, act upon the blood, the poisons start to affect you. Burn like the mines of sulphur. I did say so. And you can imagine that being really quite a shocking end, OK? So he's worked out the power of this handkerchief. He's worked out what he can do with it. OK? I'd like to leave your soliloquies there and come and sit around this map of the world. OK. So I think it's about time we did a little bit of acting out a scene, don't you? You've got the plot in your head, you've got the characters, you know about the language, and we're going to try looking at that scene just before the soliloquy, where Emilia hands the hanky to her husband Iago. OK? Before we do that, Shakespeare wrote all of his plays in 5 acts. OK? And the turning point, the very turning point of this play and of all his plays happens right exactly in the middle. That's how clever he is. Now, if you've got a 5-act play, which is the middle act? Act 3. Act 3 has 5 scenes in it. Which is the middle scene?
Scene 3.
Scene 3. OK. I'm going to ask you in a minute to go to Othello's knapsack, which is there, and you're actually now going to get a copy of the play. And you're going to take the play, and I want you to find the very middle of Act 3, Scene 3, and then tell me which page you think it is. So go and get a copy of the play and come back as fast as you can. Don't trip up over the props. Right, who's going to find the very middle? Tell us what page it is. 82, 77, 73, 82, 72, 72, no, a little bit more. Any advances on? 83 is the page, almost the middle, give or take a little. OK, now what we're going to do is something called forum theatre. This is the forum, and this is the way that possibly Shakespeare's players might have set themselves up just before they were ready to go out on the stage. OK? You didn't know the whole play through at all. You'd learnt your lines, and you're going to play through a scene. That's going to be your only rehearsal. we're going to play through the scene between Amelia and Iago. Amelia has found the handkerchief, and I would like somebody to be Amelia. Come along, Amelia. You got a handkerchief. Could you please hide that somewhere on yourself? You're in the bedroom. You've actually found the handkerchief. It's Desdemona's bedroom. Okay. Let's say you found it on the floor by her bed. So you could just drop it there. Now, we need an Iago. Iago is pretty nasty, OK? You've got to be ready to be a little bit brutal, Jean-Luc. Now, all of us, we're the audience, but we're actually the directors. We're going to be watching, aren't we? And if we have suggestions, we're going to give them those suggestions when they get to the end of this little scene. So, I think you're in the bedroom on your own, first of all. OK, so you're just doing a bit of clearing up. And we'll count you in, 3, 2, 1, and play it. You're clearing up.
How now? What do you here alone?
Do not you chide, I have a thing for you.
You have a thing for me? It is a common thing.
Huh?
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is it that? What will you give me now? For that some handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why not that Moor first gave to Desdemona? That which so often you did bid me steal.
Hast stolen it from her?
No faith, she let it drop by negligence. And to thy advantage, I being here took it up. Look, here it is.
A good wench, give it to me.
So, everybody, directors, what do you think? Is she going to just let him take the hanky?
No.
Would you like to have... Mimi, you got a suggestion?
I think she'll play with it in front of him, kind of be like, oh, she knows it means something to him, so but she won't give it to him because she knows it's going to play with him.
Play with it a little bit, OK? Iago, what do you think of your wife?
I think she's annoying me a bit, and I want that hanky.
Yes. And are you going to put up with any silliness?
No.
She might be flirting with you a bit. Are you interested?
Not right now.
Right.
I have other things on my mind.
OK. This time, everybody, you're noticing for anything that you might want to have said differently. So you could say stop. Yeah? You won't mind.
How now? What do you here alone?
Now, Iago. Is that the way Iago's going to say it? He's a bit cross. He's walked in. He's found her in the room on his own. Well, how's he going to say how now? How now? How's he going to say it?
What angry?
Well, can you show us?
Like, how now?
Yeah, even angrier. Who can say it even angrier?
How now?
How now?
How now?
Oh, right. Now, I would like you to get up. Would you mind, Jean-Luc? Just give your hat to this chap here, please. Vijay, you get up there. I think Vijay's in a bit of a mood. He's going to be an Iago for a moment. Thank you, Jean-Luc. Take a seat. Right, how now, what do you hear? And Amelia, what are you going to say?
Do not schneid, so maybe kind of trying to calm him down because
yeah, okay.
I know those.
So, a nice bit of explosion. In you come then, please, Iago.
Should I have my back to him? So
yeah, you're fiddling around again, yes. 1, 2, 3, go.
How now? What do you here alone?
Do not schneid, I have a thing for you.
You have a thing for me. Okay, it is a common thing. To have a foolish wife.
Right, now that's good. I think you get the joke immediately. You're telling me a dirty joke and you back down a little bit to have a foolish wife. I wasn't really saying, yeah? OK. Keep going from to have a foolish wife.
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for some that handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona.
Desdemona.
Desdemona. That which so often you did bid me steal.
OK. Directors, we need to give Amelia a note here. What's she, a little bit of advice. What should she be doing?
Playing.
Playing around with the handkerchief. OK. Who'd like to just be an Amelia? Could you do a bit of playing around with the handkerchief? So, why don't we take it from Ha, Amelia? Ha?
Okay. Huh?
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now? For that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona. That which you so often bid me to steal.
Hast stolen it from her?
No faith, she let it drop by negligence. And to their advantage, I being here took it up. Look, here it is.
A good wench. Give it to me.
What will you do with it? That you have been so earnest to have me filch it.
What is that to you?
Right, stop there. That was great. Now, At some point, has Iago got his hands on the handkerchief?
No.
No? You don't want to play it like he's got the hands on the handkerchief, he's got his hands on the handkerchief? And she teases him and she says... What would the line be where she says, what will you do with it that you've been so earnest to have me filch it? Yeah? Maybe at that line you pull away. So, Iago, just before that, a good wench, give it to me. What do you think he should do at that point? Grab it. Right, VJ, would you like to take it again? So, a good wench, give it me.
A good wench, give it to me.
What will you do with that now you've been so earnest for me to filch it?
Why, what is that of you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again.
Ooh.
Poor lady, she'll run mad
No,
when she
look,
lack it.
everybody. There's a stage direction in there Shakespeare's put. What is it? Mimi?
Give it me again.
Give it me again. So what does that mean?
He has it.
He's
so that
already
he
got
has
it. Do you see the stage direction that Shakespeare's given you? A good wench, give it to me. VJ.
A good wench, give it me.
What will you do with it that you've been so earnest to have me filch it?
I
Why?
don't think that she's going to be looking so happy. All right, so a bit more anxious. So give it to it. Look, right, go again. Give it me.
Oh, a good wench, give it me.
What will you do with it that you've been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why? What is that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she shall lack it.
Be not a no-non.
Good. Go on, get it off her. I have use for it.
I have use for it. Go, leave me.
Good. Off you go, say your soliloquy.
I will in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it. Trifles light as air, or to jealous confirmation strong. As proof of holy writ, this may do something.
What? This.
This may do something. The more already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poisons, which at the first are scarce found to distaste, but will little action upon the blood burn like the mines of sulphur. I did say so.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, well done, what a performance. Fantastic. And you've got your way through the key scene, the turning point of the play, where this trifle, light as air, manages to throw Othello's world into chaos. And you've also worked out the whole of the tragedy of Othello. Excellent. Give yourselves a clap.